Hey everybody, how we doing? Hopefully everybody's staying safe. And so I want to take a moment and show you one of the things that I do to help manage my stress on de-stress day. And so what I'm going to do is actually go through kind of the procedures that you might follow to do a little bit of turkey hunting. So those of you that are currently hunters, you know that turkey season opens May 1st, so it'll be here before we know it. Unfortunately, because of everything that's going on, if you're not a hunter and you haven't taken a class yet, majority of the classes are canceled, but I do have it on good word that the DEC is trying to make some things happen to allow those individuals that want an opportunity to take the course to do that prior to. So more to come on that. But so what I want to do is I'm actually out here in the woods, and I'm not dressed in full camo like I normally would be because we're not actually hunting. What we're doing is just kind of going through the procedures, and we're going to see if we can get some birds to talk back to us out here. So anytime you're out here, it's a perfect place to social distance for sure. And anytime you're out here is a good day. So what you see is I do have on is I've got my hunting vest on. All right, inside my hunting vest I carry all of my different calls. I've got a box call, a slate call, a diaphragm call. We're going to go through some of that and see if we can't get anything to respond to us while we're out here. So stay tuned, and we'll see what happens, and afterwards I'll go through all the different calls as I use them. So thanks. All right, so the first call we're going to use today is we're going to use a slate call. All right, it's a good positional call. All right, it helps me to locate the birds. So I'm going to start talking quietly because we are in big bird country over here now. So basically, this is what a slate call is. All right, and what you're going to do is you take the slate call and you take a striker. Now I got a couple different strikers here. Hopefully you can see. Okay, but I got this one with a little plastic tip on it. I like that one. When that one's not working, I like to go with old rosewood. So it says right on there, old rosewood. So I'm going to start with the plastic one, and I'm going to have you take a listen, see if we can't get anything to talk back. So stay tuned here. Let's give it a call. Got a birdie. So I don't know if you could hear that or not, but there's a bird. He should be about 200 yards straight out from us, and he's gobbling pretty good. So again, I'm not in full camo. Oh boy, he's excited. So I think at this point he's coming, and I'm standing. I'm not in really good a position right now, and I don't have any decoys out. I didn't expect the bird to come this quick, to be honest with you. So must be his buddies kicked him out. He must be social distancing too. So let's stay tuned. Let's see what we can do. See if I can't get a video of him coming in. So hold tight. Again, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but he's interested. So I'm gonna kind of just sit here for a little bit and wait. All right, so he's coming. So unlike deer, deer can smell really well, and turkeys, they can see really well. So unfortunately, I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage because I don't have any camouflage on right now. We're gonna keep our eyes on the woods, see if we can't see him here. I'm gonna flip this camera around and see if we can't get a look at him. If we can get him to sound off again. He seems to like the slate call. So one of the things that I've always heard is if they're not talking, they're moving. So you always want to be careful on the amount that you call when you're trying to call a turkey. See, it's against their natural instincts for the tom to come to the hen. Normally the hen comes to the tom. What we're trying to do is we're trying to do the opposite. We're trying to get that tom to come in, take a look at us, give us a look. So I'm going to play it cool. We're going to stay here a little bit. We're going to be kind of quiet, wait a little bit, see if we can't pique his interest. There he is. All right, there he is. He's coming in. All right, you might not be able to see. He's got the red head. He's looking right at us. He's on the other side of the ridge, puffing out. There he comes. This is where we got to be real quiet and real still, because I don't have any camo on. Like I said, he's been real quiet. And that's because he's been moving up. Right now he just came over the ridge and he's looking at everything. Again, I don't know if you can see that or not. I hope so. There's the fan. Fanning right out. So unfortunately this bird got the drop on us a little bit when we were practicing with our calls. He was in pretty close proximity. So we don't have any decoys out. But we'll go over kind of what that was. What a decoy is. Here in a minute. Let's see if we can't get him in zoomed out. He just does not want to move. Oh, there he goes. He's feathering out a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't have a good eye on it, but so there he is. He comes right in. Unfortunately, I can't work the camera and work the slate call. That's one of these disadvantages of the slate call, is that you got to use two hands with it. Oh, there he goes. He's gonna fan out a little bit. Fan out there, buddy. I'm really trying to get a good shot to see what size beard it has, if it's a big mature tom or a Jake. It sounds like it's a tom, but the way he came in so fast like that, it wouldn't surprise me if he was a Jake. He might even be henned up, which means that there's a hen behind him and he's hesitant to come in. But you notice he's got that red head, that big red head right now is telling that he's interested. He wants to know what's going on. I can't quite make out the beard yet because he's got a tree in front. It's a younger bird, decent beard. Nothing to write home about. About 4 or 5 inch bird. Like we said earlier, he's probably a young bird. That's why he came in so hot and so fast. So here he comes in. Again, notice he's moving, but he's not talking. He's moving, but he's not talking. He's looking around. He's trying to see what's going on. And got him pretty interested now. He's gobbling even without me responding. And typically this isn't something you would do in this situation, but I'm gonna move to see if I can get you a better shot of him, because unfortunately he's interested, but he's just not gonna come over that ravine that's right in front of us. So hopefully I can get you a little shot. Now again, if I was really hunting this bird, patience is the game. Keep losing them in the camera, but we're gonna back out of here, see if we can't get out without spooking them off. But it's a good sign. There's birds down here, and should be a fun May 1st. All right, well, that was unexpected. But that's what this is all about. You know, every time I go out in the woods, it's a little bit different, something new, something fun. And that's why I find this to be my way to de-stress a little bit. So a lot of people think hunting is about going out and killing and shooting, and it's everything but that. It's about going out and having different experiences like this. You know, thinking you're going to practice just a few calls in an area where you've seen some birds, and next thing you know, you call one in. So that's what it's all about. Now, I will disclaimer, it's not like that every time. There's been many days I go in the woods and call for hours and don't hear a thing. So it was pretty cool that we were able to get that bird to come in. So I do want to go through a couple of things in case you think that this might be something to help you de-stress. That's something that you might enjoy, some things you might want to start to look at or invest in. So the first thing we talked about was a slate call, which is how this whole video started, with the intention of hopefully just giving a couple of slates and going through the different calls. But unfortunately, or fortunately I guess in this case, we had something to answer, and we had to kind of have a little detour there. But again, very cool. So the first thing I want to do is, at this point, is I want to talk to you a little bit about these. This call is a diaphragm call, and had I had this in my mouth, I wouldn't have had to use my fake mouth call that I was doing. So basically what this is it's a piece of latex between two pieces of plastic. You put it in your mouth, you push it up against the roof of your mouth, and it allows you to make those turkey noises like we were making with the slate call. We saw one of the big disadvantages of the slate call was the fact that you need two hands to operate it. They do have things you can put on your wrists that help, those types of things, but again, it really needs two hands in order to operate. Okay, this, it doesn't. I don't like these as much. I don't think that they sound as well, but they're nice for when the bird gets in close and you need to be hands-free at that point. So basically what you do is you take it, you push it against your mouth, and then that's it. You blow air through the top of it. Sounds a little something like this. What I like about this too is sometimes when I'm bored in the woods, I'll throw a turkey gobble out there in hopes that I make one of those big toms jealous. So I'll do something like this. Again, every once in a while it works, you know, something to throw out there. The next call I wanted to go through, okay, was I wanted to go through a box call. All right, again, there's a million different types of calls out there, but your slates, your diaphragm, and your box calls are pretty much the ones you're going to find what most guys carry with them. So box call, again, this is like what Grandpa had right here. Okay, you put chalk on the bottom. This one has not been used in a very long time. The rubber band is broken. I put a little piece of paper towel in between so that I don't sound like a turkey when I'm walking in the woods, but I'm sure that this needs chalk on it. Okay, but basically what you do is you take it and you just strike it against the side of the box, and that definitely needs chalk. Sounds like a high-pitched turkey, but turkey nonetheless. So a lot of guys, a lot of the old timers, these are their go-tos. You know, a lot of birds have been called in using one of these, and so nothing wrong with those. And again, you don't need all of these calls. You only need one. This is just years of playing with different things and trying different things, and this is what I've come up with and what works for me, but you can come up with what works for you. The last thing I wanted to show you, I carry on the back. So this vest is real handy because it carries everything. This is my turkey vest. I can even carry the turkey right in my game holder when I'm done. But when I don't have a turkey in there, what I do have, and I mentioned this before, is a decoy. All right, so this looks like a hen. So when that bird gets close, or he had gotten close, we could have had this set up on the ridge if he didn't get the drop on us. Okay, and when he saw this, it would have increased his chances of coming in, because that's what he's looking for, is he's looking for a hen. The last cool thing I wanted to show you about the vest is, and if you're going to do a lot of sitting in the woods, this one's cool because it's got a little built-in seat. You just flip this down, it flops down, and it's super comfortable. A lot of turkey hunters, you're going to sit on the ground, so you want to be comfortable, because again, it's not always that you step in the woods, it's your call for the first time and a bird comes in. But it was pretty lucky today. I hope that you had a great opportunity to learn some turkey hunting. I hope you had fun. You know, again, I currently am going through the process to become a DEC approved hunter safety course instructor, so I'm hoping that next year to be able to bring that program to Lafayette. So for anybody who's interested in wanting to get out in the woods and learn how to be safe doing it, we're gonna offer some classes. So again, thanks. I hope that this showed you a fun way to de-stress by yourself, or 6 feet apart from a turkey partner. You can do that as well. So thanks, and keep up the great work. We'll talk with you.